A Tale of Two Cities, by Charles Dickens, is a historical novel set against the backdrop of the French Revolution. The novel tells the story of the lives of Charles Darnay and Sidney Carton, two men who are in love with the same woman, Lucy Manette. The novel explores themes of sacrifice, love, and revolution. The novel begins with the famous opening line, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times," which sets the tone for the novel's exploration of the contradictions and complexities of life in 18th-century England and France. The novel opens with a description of the conditions in both countries, highlighting the stark contrast between the wealth and excess of the English aristocracy and the poverty and suffering of the French peasantry. The story then focuses on the Manette family. Dr. Manette, a French physician, has been imprisoned in the Bastille for 18 years without trial. He is eventually released and reunited with his daughter, Lucy, who has been raised in England by Mr. Lorry, a banker who is a close friend of the family. Lucy meets and falls in love with Charles Darnay, a French aristocrat who has renounced his family's wealth and privileges. The novel then shifts its focus to France, where the revolution is brewing. Darnay travels to France to rescue a family servant who has been falsely imprisoned, but he is himself imprisoned and sentenced to death by the Revolutionary Tribunal. Sidney Carton, a dissolute and cynical English lawyer who bears a striking resemblance to Darnay, comes up with a plan to rescue Darnay by switching places with him and sacrificing himself in his place. The novel reaches its climax with the famous scene of Carton's execution, where he delivers one of the most memorable lines in English literature. "It is a far, far better thing that I do, than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known." Carton's sacrifice allows Darnay and his family to escape to England, where they can begin a new life. Throughout the novel, Dickens explores the theme of sacrifice, showing how individual acts of selflessness can have a profound impact on others. He also explores the theme of love, showing how the power of love can inspire people to do great things and overcome adversity. The novel also explores the theme of revolution, showing how the excesses of the French aristocracy led to the suffering and oppression of the French people, and how the revolution itself led to new forms of tyranny and oppression. One of the most striking aspects of the novel is Dickens' vivid and detailed portrayal of life in 18th-century England and France. He vividly describes the sights, sounds, and smells of both countries, and he uses a range of different narrative techniques to capture the nuances and complexities of life in both societies. He also makes use of symbolism and imagery to convey important thematic messages, such as the imagery of darkness and light that runs throughout the novel. A Tale of Two Cities is widely regarded as one of Dickens' greatest works, and it has been adapted into numerous films, television shows, and stage productions. The novel's themes of sacrifice, love, and revolution continue to resonate with readers today, and its portrayal of the complexities and contradictions of life remains as relevant as ever. Another important aspect of the novel is its focus on the theme of resurrection. This theme is introduced through the character of Dr. Manette, who is brought back to life after spending 18 years in the Bastille. His release from prison is symbolic of the larger theme of rebirth and regeneration, which runs throughout the novel. The theme of resurrection is also explored through the character of Carton, who finds redemption through his act of sacrifice. The novel also explores the role of fate and destiny in people's lives. The lives of the novel's characters are intertwined in complex ways, and their fates are determined by a combination of their own choices and external circumstances. This theme is illustrated through the character of Madame Defarge, a revolutionary leader who is consumed by her desire for revenge and becomes a symbol of the destructive power of fate and destiny. Another important aspect of the novel is its commentary on the nature of power and oppression. The excesses of the French aristocracy and the suffering of the French peasantry are depicted in graphic detail, highlighting the brutal realities of life in 18th-century France. The novel also explores the corrupting influence of power, as seen in the character of Marquis Evrémonde, a cruel and heartless aristocrat who embodies the worst excesses of his class. Despite its dark themes and complex subject matter, A Tale of Two Cities is ultimately a story of hope and redemption. The novel's characters are flawed and imperfect, but they are ultimately redeemed by their acts of love, sacrifice, and heroism. The novel's final lines, "It is a far, far better thing that I do, than I have ever done," "It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known," have become iconic and are often cited as a testament to the power of selfless sacrifice and the triumph of the human spirit. In conclusion, A Tale of Two Cities is a powerful and deeply moving novel that explores some of the most important themes in human history. Through its vivid and detailed portrayal of life in 18th-century England and France, its exploration of themes such as sacrifice, love, and revolution, and its memorable and iconic characters, the novel has captured the imagination of readers for generations. Its enduring popularity is a testament to its enduring relevance and its ability to speak to readers across time and place.